UFOs hovering over cities, silent crafts appearing without warning.
Bro, like what?
It's coming this way now.
Across the world, mysterious flying objects and unearthly sightings are being caught on camera.
Manager, 8 miles, look for an impact. DC, negative growth, negative view.
If this isn't human technology, then what is watching us from above?
What the dude?
Hidden desert secrets.
Bro, like what?
It's coming this way now.
A massive, strangely colored craft was spotted hovering near the restricted borders of Rachel, Nevada, appearing almost like a distorted cloud before the eyes of stunned onlookers. This unexplained UFO defied all logic, as witnesses reported a complete absence of engine noise despite its imposing size. Before anyone could identify the tech, the craft vanished without a single trace. Whether it was an otherworldly visitor or a secret government experimental craft remains a mystery hidden in the desert.
Bro, like what?
It's coming this way now.
Disclosure over California. While on a family vacation in Malibu, California, witnesses captured incredible footage of a shimmering UAP hovering high above the coastline. Once the camera zooms in, the object clearly reveals a classic disc-like shape that defies conventional aircraft design. This silent, metallic UFO remains stationary against the ocean breeze, fueling calls for official disclosure to end the constant guessing games. It is a startling piece of evidence suggesting that we aren't alone and that the truth is finally coming into focus. Vanished Arctic Disk.
Manager, 8 miles, look for an impact. DC, negative growth, negative view.
Deep within the remote wilderness of Fairbanks, Alaska, a U.S. Army officer witnessed a chilling encounter that defied all known physics. A disc-shaped UFO descended rapidly from the clouds, rotating at an unnatural speed before slamming silently into the frozen tundra. Oddly, the impact produced no flames or smoke, leaving the site eerily pristine. And when the officer returned the next morning, the craft had vanished without a trace, suggesting a swift government recovery or an incredible departure by otherworldly beings.
Copy, we see the visual. Impact at 585.
Daylight Sky Scanner. Witnesses in the quiet town of Guthrie, Oklahoma, were stunned during the summer of 2020 when a metallic UFO appeared in the clear afternoon sky. The craft moved with mechanical precision, appearing to scan the terrain below as it glided silently over residential neighborhoods. This high-definition daylight footage quickly went viral, sparking a massive global debate regarding the nature of these aerial visitors. The smooth, intentional maneuvers of the object left many convinced that we are truly being watched by an intelligence not of this world. Synchronized Golden Triad.
Hey y'all, you're welcome to McDonald's at 12 a.m. at night. Look what we got us.
While driving home near a local landmark in Barstow, California, a stunned commuter managed to capture incredible footage of 3 brilliant orbs appearing suddenly in the night sky. The glowing UFOs performed a mesmerizing dance, rotating around one another in perfect synchronization to form a seamless, glowing triangle. Unlike any known drone or satellite, these spheres moved with a fluid, intelligent grace that defied the laws of traditional physics. The witness watched in silence as the formation held its steady, hypnotic rotation before the lights eventually blinked out of existence simultaneously. This chilling encounter has left the community questioning what kind of otherworldly technology could operate with such mechanical precision. Whether these were visiting craft or a secret aerial display, the lack of sound and high-speed coordination suggests a presence that is far from ordinary, marking another mysterious chapter in California's long history of unexplained sightings.
Got some of that alien action everybody's been talking about on the news.
Luminous Desert Formation. High above the isolated desert landscape of Joshua Tree, California, a series of brilliant lights appeared to dance across the midnight sky. Captured on high-definition video, the formation consisted of several glowing spheres that moved in perfect synchronization, creating geometric patterns that no conventional aircraft could achieve. Locals and tourists alike watched in awe as the UFOs pulsated with a soft, ethereal glow, The sheer silence of the encounter added to the mystery. This sighting has left the community searching for answers, as the precise maneuvers and silent propulsion strongly suggest an intelligence far beyond our current technological capabilities. It serves as a hauntingly beautiful piece of evidence that our desert skies hold secrets we are only beginning to understand. Phoenix glowing giant.
Arwen.
As night fell over the sprawling desert landscape of Phoenix, Arizona, a massive, silent, glowing object appeared in the southeastern sky, captivating onlookers with its eerie presence. This impressive UFO remained stationary for an extended period, allowing witnesses to record a striking comparison as conventional airplanes passed nearby, highlighting the craft's immense scale. The object radiated a steady, unnatural light that showed no flickering or typical aviation strobes, eventually fading slowly into the darkness, as if it were retracting into another dimension. Without any sound or visible propulsion, the sighting has reignited intense local debate about what exactly is navigating the restricted airspace over the valley. The scale of this aerial anomaly suggests a technology far beyond current human capabilities, standing as a silent, luminous testament to the mysteries that continue to haunt the Arizona desert skies at night. Military base arrival. Spectacular footage emerging from the high-security perimeter of Alamogordo, New Mexico, allegedly shows multiple distinct models of flying saucers performing a coordinated landing at a military installation. The video, which began circulating in 2025, captures the shimmering metallic hulls of these UFOs as they descend with haunting stability onto the tarmac. Local witnesses claim to have seen the event live, describing a scene of orderly, silent arrivals that suggest a formal meeting or a technology exchange. While the clarity of the recording has sparked an intense debate between believers and skeptics, questioning if the visuals are AI-generated, the sheer scale of the encounter remains a mystery. Without an official statement from the Department of Defense, the footage stands as a jarring piece of evidence for those convinced that a secret relationship exists between our military and visitors from beyond. This sighting continues to fuel calls for total transparency regarding what is truly happening behind restricted gates. Invisible orange beam.
Oh my God, there goes again. That's not, it's moving sideways.
In the early morning hours of February 2026, a resident just outside Portland, Oregon, captured a truly baffling phenomenon on video. The footage shows a localized, intense orange light being emitted downward toward the ground from what appears to be empty space. While the light itself was vibrantly visible, the craft responsible for the beam remained completely invisible to the naked eye and the camera lens. This silent, stationary source of light didn't match the behavior of any known drone, helicopter, or meteorological event, especially given the clear, dark sky.
Oh my God, there goes again. That's not, it's moving sideways.
The witness described a feeling of intense static in the air as the orange glow illuminated the surrounding trees before suddenly cutting out. Local social media has since been flooded with theories ranging from advanced cloaking technology to a rift in the atmosphere. This Portland sighting adds a chilling new layer to the UAP mystery, suggesting that some visitors may be operating right above us while remaining entirely shielded from our sight.
Oh my God, there goes again.
Nevada secret formation. Leaked in March 2026, incredible footage from the Nevada desert shows a squadron of molten crafts flying in perfect synchronization. These objects appear to have liquid metal hulls that shimmer and change shape as they navigate the mountainous terrain near a restricted zone. Whistleblowers have long claimed that the government is testing morphing technology recovered from crash sites to create the next generation of stealth fighters. Is this a glimpse into a top-secret military project? Real or fake? Suggest in the comments. California stealth flash.
Even zoom in on that thing?
Yeah, but look, why is that plane so low?
Over a quiet residential neighborhood in California, a couple filmed a pulsating orb that seemed to flicker out of existence. Every time the object emitted a bright flash, it would momentarily vanish, reappearing a few yards away as if it were glitching through our reality. Nearby, a commercial-sized plane was seen flying dangerously low, despite there being no local airports in the vicinity. Some believe the larger plane was actually herding the smaller, multidimensional craft back into a secure zone. Do you think this was a mechanical failure or alien stealth? Tell us below. Alabama Forest Disk.
What the dude?
While trekking through the dense hills of Alabama, a hiker stumbled upon a pristine, white disc-shaped object parked silently in a remote clearing. The saucer-shaped craft was hovering just inches above the tree line, perfectly still and reflecting the sunlight like polished porcelain. This region has a long history of woods-dwelling UFOs that seem to favor isolated forestry over urban centers, possibly for biological scanning. There were no tracks, no sound, and no sign of human presence for miles around this metallic anomaly. Is this a scout ship or a forgotten relic? Share your thoughts. San Diego Disc.
That thing is just floating, bro. At the beach. We got UFOs in San Diego?
Suspended in the bright California sun, a dark, motionless object recently paralyzed a San Diego beach with awe. The craft was remarkably flat and triangular, showing no visible means of propulsion like wings or rotors. Similar sightings in this area often involve silent observers that vanish the moment military jets scramble to intercept them. This object remained perfectly still, as if it were a hole cut out of the sky itself. Could this be a high-tech surveillance drone? Share your theories below.
We got UFOs in San Diego?
Nevada Desert Impact. Spectacular footage from the high desert near Beatty, Nevada, captures a metallic craft descending rapidly toward the rugged terrain. In a sequence that defies standard aviation, the UFO strikes the Earth with incredible force before bouncing back into the air, only to plummet a second time and shatter into fragments. There was no fire or typical debris, just a silent, violent collision that left the ground scarred. Witnesses are convinced this wreckage points to a technology far beyond any conventional government aerospace project. Silent Sky Visitors. A strange illuminated object drifted silently over the red rocks of Sedona, Arizona, shifting its geometry before fading into the twilight. Eyewitnesses captured a second clip minutes later as the UFO became barely visible, resembling a ghostly shimmer against the stars. Though some suggest an LED kite, the lack of sound or clear structure suggests an otherworldly craft. It wasn't just drifting, the light moved with intention, proving these aerial anomalies defy traditional explanation. Otherworldly blue orbs. While walking through the quiet streets of Clayville, New York, a local resident encountered a breathtaking sight on a clear July night. High above, a weird blue orb hovered perfectly stationary, defying the laws of physics as it glowed with an eerie intensity. Accompanied by a smaller round orb, the pair sat fixed in the sky, clearly distinct from any star or satellite. This silent, shimmering UFO felt like something from another dimension, watching the world below before disappearing. Rapid cigar ascent.
Ебучий случай, блядь, НЛО какой-то нахуй.
A mysterious cigar-shaped UFO was captured on film as it hovered silently before accelerating at a mind-bending speed over the outskirts of El Paso, Texas. The camera operator's stunned reaction highlights the sheer shock of witnessing such a massive craft move with impossible physics. Without any visible wings, engines, or exhaust, the metallic object appeared to vanish into the upper atmosphere in the blink of an eye. This compelling footage leaves many debating whether it's a legitimate encounter or an incredibly sophisticated hoax.
Yeah.
Colorado sunset orbs. As the sun began to dip below the horizon in Boulder, Colorado, a peaceful evening was interrupted by a startling sight in the darkening sky. Initially, witnesses recorded what appeared to be a single large object falling rapidly toward the earth, leaving a faint trail behind it. However, the scene took a bizarre turn when the object suddenly fractured into 5 distinct, smaller orbs that began to blink with an intense rhythmic light. These glowing UFOs hovered in formation for several moments, defying gravity and logic before silently scattering in multiple directions. And the local community was left in a state of absolute shock, wondering if they had witnessed a mid-air deployment of otherworldly technology during the golden hour. This incredible footage serves as a vivid reminder that the most mysterious encounters often happen when we least expect them. Florida cloud mystery.
Fenómeno, una nube negra. Increíble. Una nube extraña.
A bizarre weather anomaly recently stunned beachgoers along the Florida coast. A massive, low-hanging cloud was filmed literally skimming the ocean's surface, appearing to draw moisture directly from the waves. Local legends often speak of water-mooching crafts that hide within localized fog to refuel their propulsion systems. The way this mist clung to the water without dissipating into the wind was physically defying. Was this a rare meteorological event or a cloaked vessel hiding in plain sight? What do you think? Suggest in the comments.
Y una nube extraña.
Texas tilted craft.
Viado, vamos a chavinha dela, viado?
Não, você é doido.
De algum lugar, viado.
Nighttime witnesses in rural Texas recently reported a massive, rectangular craft hovering at a steep, tilted angle. The object featured pulsating lights that seemed to react to the environment, reminiscent of the famous Black Triangle sightings reported across the South. Unlike a standard plane, it made no sound and appeared to be the size of a football field.
Não, eu vou pegar e levar pra casa, viado.
Many locals believe these are secret transport vessels moving between hidden desert bases. Do you think this is man-made or extraterrestrial? Let us know.
Lógico que tem. É via Bluetooth. Deve ser. Viado, vamos a chavinha dela, viado?
Não, você é doido.
De algum lugar, viado.
Oregon metallic figure. Deep in the Oregon wilderness, hikers captured footage of a black-limbed entity floating thousands of feet in the air. The object resembled a twisted metallic humanoid, maintaining a rigid posture as it glided on a fixed trajectory. Stories of flying humanoids have surfaced in this region before, often described as sentient machines or biological crafts. It moved with a mechanical precision that completely rules out a stray party balloon or a trash bag. What could this strange figure be? Suggest your ideas in the comments. Georgia jellyfish UFO. A suburban witness in Georgia recently filmed a jellyfish-style craft drifting silently through the clouds. The object possessed a translucent, bulbous head with several long, dark appendages dangling beneath it, mimicking the movement of a deep-sea creature. This matches military-grade thermal footage leaked years ago, suggesting these biological UFOs are more common than we realize. It didn't drift with the wind, but seemed to swim through the air with intent. Is this a living creature or a machine? Let us know what you think. Nevada ghost plane.
Dat is een UFO. Zie, die komt niet hangen. Die komt niet hangen omdat wij Jezus Christus zeggen. Jezus Christus.
Nighttime witnesses in the Nevada desert recently captured an anomaly that looked like a ghost vehicle cruising through the sky. The footage reveals a set of navigation lights moving in perfect unison, yet there is absolutely no visible fuselage or wings connecting them, even against the bright moonlit clouds. Local legends often whisper about hollow point stealth technology being tested near Area 51 that renders a craft's body entirely transparent. It looked like a phantom plane drifting silently through a restricted corridor. Is this a top-secret optical camouflage test? Suggest in the comments.
Oh my god! What the f? Give me the spotlight.
Arizona laser orb.
Que sea el día de la independencia hoy día, weón, va a quedar la cagada que se van a enfrentar, weón.
A stunning sighting in the Arizona desert recently caught a bright white orb emitting a concentrated laser beam toward the ground and sky simultaneously. Upon zooming in, the witness was shocked to see the orb transform into a perfect, glowing triangle with structured edges.
Mira, 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 Carly, cómo se ve aquí en la pantalla. Ven a ver, culeo, mira cómo se ve aquí en la pantalla.
Ancient cultures in this area often spoke of star people using pillars of light to mark sacred energy points on the Earth. The mechanical precision of the laser suggests a scanning operation or a communication link to an overhead mothership. What do you think they are searching for? Let us know in the comments. Florida high-speed craft Authentic, vintage footage from a Florida highway has resurfaced, showing a classic flat-bottom UFO cruising alongside commuters at low altitude. Unlike modern drones, with this object had a massive physical presence and moved with a smooth, heavy momentum before suddenly accelerating to impossible speeds and vanishing. Longtime residents recall the silver drifters that were frequently seen before the age of CGY, suggesting these crafts have been monitoring our highways for decades. This looks like a piece of history caught on film. Do you think old footage is more reliable? Tell us below. Alaska trumpet sounds.
What the f?
The silent tundra of Alaska was recently pierced by a deafening, metallic trumpet sound that seemed to shake the very ground. These skyquakes have been heard globally, but this recording is chillingly clear, sounding like a massive brass instrument echoing from the clouds. Some believe these are the sounds of shifting tectonic plates, while others claim they are the byproduct of cloaked motherships entering our atmosphere. It is a sound that defies every logical explanation. Have you ever heard something like this? Tell us below.